what is mom anxiety? Mom anxiety is when you are literally anxious to do like basic things. And I don't think that this is a dictionary term. This is literally just what I call mom anxiety. It's being nervous to do things like go to public places alone with your child because you're either afraid of it just being too much. Like when some people, for example, Darren has no issue with going to the store or traveling out of state with them alone. I won't even go into Atlanta. If there is a birthday party and it is Darren has to work, then it's like if I can't get one of my sisters to go, I literally don't think that I can make it. And I really think that my anxiety plays such a large role in it, because it's a lot to drive, especially when your kids are younger, to drive and not have someone there to check on them, or like you're thinking in your mind, what if they cough? What if they're choking on something? What if they're having trouble breathing? What if something, like you're just thinking of all of these things that it literally stops you or hinders you from focusing on a task. So for me, it is just easier not to go. My anxiety has gotten a lot better now that the kids are older, because they can kind of, they'll be in the car and they can do their own thing. I don't have to worry as much about little things like that. Like I said, about them choking. And say all my life I kind of had anxiety about testing, anxiety about doing well, but it had hit an all-time high when I had London. So I remember London was maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and we went ahead. Darren and I took London to Babies R Us, and she needed to be changed. So Darren took her into the men's restroom to change her while I continued to shop. And I remember I couldn't even shop or do anything. I literally stood outside of the men's restroom and I can hear London crying. And I just remember like my hands were shaking and I was like, okay, I'm just going to bust into the restroom and make sure that they're okay. Knowing that they're fine, but just being anxious as to what's going on in there. What is he doing? Why is he taking so long? Why is she crying? And it kind of made me like just super anxious. My palms were sweaty. I was pacing back and forth. It was just really weird. London did not do very well in the car for several years, so that also made me very anxious. She had a terrible milk allergy protein, so she was on, I think it's called Nutramigen. She was on like a specialized milk. So I was always very anxious when we would drive, and she also had really bad gas, to where when we would try to drive to Athens to the UGA basketball games where my brother played literally every weekend, she cried and cried and cried. Even when we went to my parents' house that was maybe 20 minutes away, going there and coming back, one of us, either Darren or I, had to ride in the back of the car and just like make sure that she was okay. We had to stop. We always had a stopping point at a gas station, and we would stop there and try to, calm her down, make sure she was okay. So that kind of built my anxiety level as well. And then, I'm not sure if you guys know that when we had Kaysen, he was hospitalized not once, but twice. The first time was due to terrible reflux. He had acid reflux that literally, like, he was resuscitated twice in the hospital from that. That literally, not only my anxiety was set on super overload, but Darren actually became very anxious because of that situation. Kaysen was on a smart monitor that would literally beep every time that there was a pause in his breathing. So think about that, and just the fact of you're never really, on top of having a newborn baby and not really sleeping well because you're wondering if they're okay, wondering if they're breathing, But on top of having a newborn baby, now you have a baby that has on a smart monitor. And I remember one time the monitor went off because of the battery. And I can't even express to you the feeling of hearing that sound. Like, my heart just literally stopped. And I was moving fast, but kind of like watching myself moving slow, if that makes sense. Running to go see if he was breathing because his monitor had gone off, which stated, if that goes off, he's not breathing. So that really caused a lot of anxiety as well. So I don't know if a lot of you moms, especially new moms, have ever had that anxiety to where it is taking, a baby or a younger child to a public area or alone or on a car ride somewhere. But it's scary. It's scary to literally have 100 things going in your mind and 100 different scenarios and trying to figure out how you would handle those scenarios, on top of trying to focus to get you to a certain situation or a certain place. So I don't know. It was very difficult when they were younger. They're older now, so it's a lot easier. If you ask me today to drive to the airport to pick up someone, or to go to the city to do something, or to go to an event, honestly, again, London is 6, Kaysen is 3. If you ask me today to go alone with them, I wouldn't go. It's just a lot of things going on right now, and it's scary. It's scary to be alone and to have 2 other people doing 2 different things, and then you're trying to, make sure this one is okay, and then trying to make sure that one is okay, and you're also watching your surrounding areas and trying to pay attention to those type of things. So it's just a lot, and it puts my brain in like overdrive. So the reason why this topic I thought that it would be great for my Vlogmas is because now we're getting close to the holidays, and there are a lot of activities and events going on, and you kind of have to look at your schedule and see how those things play with what's going on with Darren, and just making sure that he's there with me while I'm trying to attend these events with the kids and things. And just the holidays, I think, is a time where not only is it a time when you're trying to celebrate and enjoy your loved ones, but it's also a time where there's a lot of crime going on, a lot of people stealing things, and it's just a scary time. So it kind of made me a little anxious because, thinking about like running errands or going to the grocery store is a little bit easier for me because it's closer. I know my surrounding area. I know I'm literally always at Publix. So I know, the manager there, the workers there. So I feel more comfortable doing that. But as far as taking them to an event in the city, or taking them to like Lenox Mall to go shopping or something, to pick out gifts for each other, it's just seriously not something that I think I can do. It's just a lot for me. So it kind of made me think of this video, and I was just like, I want to reach out and see what other moms think about this, and do other moms have what I call mom anxiety, and how do you battle those things? Does it put a hinder on everyday life? Like, I don't know, when we go to gymnastics, like I said, that's a place that I have built up the ability to go to because it's closed. But does it affect you as moms? Does it affect you to do things like that, or different things with your children? Do you experience mom anxiety? If you do, what do you do to continue to, you know, do everyday things? And like I said, this is not necessarily a Webster's term. It's just Darren didn't really have it, and like I said, I was just like, okay, I think this is mom anxiety. So in the comments below, just let me know some things that you do to tackle mom anxiety, if you've ever had it, if you've never had it, if you have it and you're not even a mom. I mean, then you can just tell me about things that make you anxious. Like I said, I've kind of had episodes of this ever since I can remember, all the way through growing up, even to now. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to share this and to talk with you about just some things that I'm feeling. So I want to say thank you for watching the Neals Next Door, and thank you for watching an episode on our Vlogmas. And we are trying to vlog from December 1st to December 25th. So I appreciate you watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have YouTube. So please just go ahead and subscribe or like or whatever. All of those different types of social media. Stay in contact with us. We love to talk to you guys. We love to communicate with you guys. And that's really all that I had. So thank you for watching. Bye.